So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him.
Really?
The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
But there's no benefit if you murder the guy who murdered the other murderer. I mean, wait. There's no benefit for the culprit to murder the murderer if he already had killed someone prior. Which means the chain of events means that the person, the actual culprit who killed Hifumi, means Hifumi wouldn't benefit.
So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but... Really?
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive.
Yes.
Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Can we really say there's no chance? But there is. Two people did.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate, assuming the rule holds true. It is...
No, that's wrong!
Because there was one murder, then one murder.
Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in the scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan.
I wonder who could have convinced Hifumi. I have no absolute idea.
And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
I'm glad Byakuya has a brain.
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
Their efforts to make us convinced that the two murderers were the same. That was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that from the very beginning. Which is why she said to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidences. Kyoko really is amazing, although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions and in the end murdered him. If in the debates up until now, the way the case has been unfolded, when you consider all that, then there really is only one person who seems to fit. Yeah, it's so obvious. Boy.
Here's my answer.
It's only Celeste.
It was Celeste.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
Yes.
I
would seem
really
that
do
so.
hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi.
And then kill him.
The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot! Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear,
No.
there is evidence to support it.
Yes.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you.
There was?
Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
Encountering the suspicious individual. The screaming! Oh, wait. Oh, shit.
Shoot!
Oops, my bad. Encountering the suspicious individual! Of
Behavior they
course!
had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it?
Oops.
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush, the adults are talking now.
Lips are sealed, King!
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
What'd you say?
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
It would seem that way.
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct?
Did anyone else see him?
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
I saw him on the 3rd floor!
We headed to the 2nd floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the 3rd floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed, blocking the stairs. He only further headed down the hallway and disappeared. But the thing is, if we went down the hallway where there's only 2 dead ends, we should have found him. But we didn't.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Yeah. Dude, we played this scene like 6 times already, I swear.
It was to get us to divide into 2 groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Then why don't we split up into 2 groups? I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting. Very well, Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture to the suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on.
Huh? Wait, when was that?
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
Oh, I see.
It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing.
Oh,
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Really?
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of seeing us standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're all going to die just like those guys died.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Wait. That's true. We didn't know about Taka. Only the three of them did. And she said murdered like those guys.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Yaka said that Celeste's comment didn't make sense. But what was he alluding to? The fact that she knew that there were two murders. She already said there were two murders. Those guys.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, my apologies.
Shoot!
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be... We are going to
die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Yeah. She knew like those guys were
All
dead.
I said was, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be positive.
We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like...
No, that's wrong. That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
Oh. Uh-oh.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations?
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
Because you forged it. You took a photo with freaking Asukino at 1 a.m. Sure, we don't have the letter, but it would fit the alibi.
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
They're so like fixated on this fictional character.
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
You're so it's so obvious.
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Yeah, sure there isn't. If this wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only possibility is that Hifumi is dragging the suspect away.
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
Huh?
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Let's hear you out. Celeste thinks she can prove away that Hifumi was dragging the suspect away? But is it really possible? Oh boy. I think it's his message, right?
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Huh?
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
Huh? If I remember right, Hina said... She said that you couldn't bend at the waist.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight.
No, that's wrong.
There's no way they could stand up straight, but the costume can only stand up straight.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake.
Oh.
I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Really?
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Ooh, checkmate.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Blackjack. Royal flush. I don't know, but I'm not a gambler.
Checkmate?
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
What?
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Is there?
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Hey, Fumi, who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right, I remember the name. Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not?
But he was found in the pool.
He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Okay, jeez.
Wait! But my name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's actually Taro!
What?
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
Your name's Taro?
He did say Yasuhiro. But are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
By the last name!
That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
Whoa! Nice one, Kyoko!
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No, there's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
Celeste Yasuhiro? What?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
Pull out the student handbook! Oh, snap!
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit! Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I?
Right this now, yeah.
What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes
I'm
are
listening.
wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Let's see that student handbook. Show us your handbook. Celeste won't give up then. So then, I gotta do something to make her accept it. Come on, let's see that little iPad. Pull it out. Let's go!
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is...
Let's shoot the name.
Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
Oh, okay, never mind. Let's not shoot it.
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Let's talk.
No, that's wrong.
Pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up.
That's it. The handbook.
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, now this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up.
Wow.
Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
But I think you're kind of cooked.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes.
Let's do it. Bring out the comic book.
And that'll bring everything to an end.
Bring out the comic book, baby. All right. Oh, wow. What is going on here? Oh, I see. They're telling Hifumi about the plan. And, which one would it be? Hifumi's like, hell yeah, I love your plan. That's a great idea. And then, they tell Yasuhiro to meet at, I believe that's 1 a.m. where Yasuhiro shows up, and then brother gets cooked. And then they go put the Robo Justice costume on him. Where they have the struggle, and the culprit takes the photo. Then Taka checks his time watch at around 6, a little past 6, where Hifumi kills Taka. Hifumi then has to... hold up. What, is that a bag of chips? I don't think that has to do anything. What? What's their backpack? Okay, hold up. He's gotta drag the body to the repository, but hold up. Wait, which one was used here? One of the hammers. No, this is the spotless hammer for the last murder. Which hammer was used to kill Taka? I don't remember. Justice Hammer 4, maybe? Justice Hammer 3, sure. What the heck? The photo of Robo Justice? Like, what the I have no idea. Huh? This one? I am just a little lost. Wait, he killed Taka with Justice Hammer 4, not Justice Hammer 3. Yeah. Let's continue a little bit, because I don't actually know which one fits here. Holding Taka. Which one would be holding him? Or not Taka, what's his name? Hifumi. Maybe this one for now. And then... Oh, I see. We meet Hifumi in the library, where we bring Hifumi to the nurse's office. Right? And then he goes to the library where he forges the crime. Oh snap, I don't even like what fits here. Am I missing something, or there were chips on the table, I guess? I don't really know how that pertains, but I guess that would show that he was here, right? I don't know, maybe this? No, that doesn't make sense. I'm missing a piece of information, right? We'll continue. I don't actually know for sure. And then we find Taka wrapped in the tarp. Because we find both the bodies. And then the killer murders him with a clear justice hammer. But here's the thing. What would fit here? Fumi forges the murder with a spotless justice hammer too. Right? Yeah. Or was it here Justice Hammer 2? And then a bloody Justice Hammer 3. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think this is it. I might be missing something, but I think we're okay.
The killer is you! Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
Tick, tick.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1, and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2, and an injured Hifumi, to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
oh, this one was Justice Hammer 3? Wait.
the killer is you!
Justice Hammer 3?
So, for these, the first fake incident there, that the suspect, we fell right into their...
Huh? Wait, where do I have Justice Hammer 2? Oh, I don't... Oh, hold up. I gotta think about this for a second. Wait, this hammer is spotless. Justice Hammer 3, and then maybe a spotless Justice Hammer 2? Because there's no blood on his head, I guess?
The killer is you! So, with these, we fell right in.
Nice.
While we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Nice. Has to be, right?
Celeste. Sorry, you lose.
I lost? I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Damn.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
I think it did pretty damn good, no? Not too bad, not too bad. 99. Does that mean I almost got 100? Is that good?
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Woohoo! Nice! Woohoo!
What?
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was... Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. How did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would happily agree to commit murder. I'm sure he relied on his specialty, lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I don't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then,
Then, did you use, you know? I know you figured it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hiro to act as my accomplice,
Indeed.
I used her. Her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. The alter ego? You stole alter ego? Does she mean? Is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
Say what? What are you talking about?
just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop, as usual. How sad.
In other words,
Then you're the one who stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right? Again. Last night, after we had a meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you, alone. It's about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
are you okay
It
with
was
this?
Taka. He stole it.
So
And I have
then,
proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the photos as soon as I showed it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how did you do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
as for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh,
He did.
as for
He came
me,
to my room last night unannounced, and then it was hard for me to even say. He abused me.
what?
Wow, that's crazy. And he took pictures. He said if I didn't do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime, an absolute crime. He gone a little crazy, but
Say what?
I would never imagine he'd go that far. It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to effing kill him.
most
Wait,
unfortunate.
please. If you go, you'll be playing right into his hands. Huh?
Actually,
Taka's planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean... Taka is going to try to kill you.
indeed.
Also, he can keep her to himself. Damn bastard. Bastard, bastard, bastard.
Unforgivable!
Honestly,
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I swear!
I have to save her.
will save her!
Okay.
actually,
Then, would you like to join me? It just so happens I have to come up with a plan. Huh? I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect the item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt too. All I asked him was to make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So why did you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid.
Huh?
That's it?
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Your life must be very tough on your parents, though. I feel like I could cry.
Well,
But when you explain when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how do you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking us was Hifumi supposed to do that, assuming you had actually let him live?
are you okay
That's
with
simple.
this?
After he did his part and pretended to play dead, when someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death. He was just barely holding on. And he really believed that? Well, of course. That's all there was to it. As I was explaining to Hifumi, the plan was, while you're all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could actually doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end,
I planned to originally kill him all along. But of course, there would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not actually end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How could human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a nonsense issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean!
Now you sounded like Byakuya.
I wonder
No,
about that.
he derived his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then, what made you take things this far?
what the heck?
Was it really for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life began here, my only thought was to escape.
But
But all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You
Obviously
little
that was a lie.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. No more than anyone else in here.
You little
I wanted to get
bitch.
out. Every day was fresh torture. And do you want to know why, huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly,
And there was no way I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
as for me,
And that's all it was for that dream. And what was that dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. Really? You don't think the school is a European castle? I'm just saying, it's got some traits. A castle? Oh, what the And to gather handsome men all over the world to serve as my butlers/bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. And once I attained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. And that's what life is all about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why wouldn't I?
Just the worst.
You sounded so passionate. But were you really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh,
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think of nothing of sacrificing others for my own needs. I feel nothing.
do you
That's all there
understand?
is to it. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying, and plus, how could you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes,
That's
indeed.
right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had the choice then,
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
hey,
You just get executed again. Celeste smiled then. And when she did that, it looked like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must be her final lie. And that weak fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills!
You all done?
chills,
Okay, let's get
kills!
rolling. The black and disturb the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Woohoo!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
What's this? The laptop! Oh, it's the locker.
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then... Take care, everyone.
Bye, Taco. Tazuko? I forgot her name.
Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
See ya, Yasuhiro. So long. Hey, in the European castle. Wait, is she being lynched? Wait a minute. Oh. The burning of the Versailles Witch. Oh. Oh, wow. Being burned alive is crazy. Wow. Wait, this actually might be the worst murder yet. Huh? That's how you go out? Being ran over? Oh, wow. What the heck? Whoa. I guess she wasn't burned to death. Wow, being run over is crazy. It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I couldn't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. And for him just to come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free from their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young. You guys need to place more value in your lives.
What are you gonna
Jeez.
do?
And here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope for the next generation.
Let me out of here!
Why do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash. I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad. Yes, it is. But that's the reality that just can't be avoided. Don't talk about it like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna keep us... how long are you gonna make us keep going through with this? You want us to... Oh, what do you want from us? I can't even read. What is going on?
How strange.
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What? What did you do to me? What?
Ooh.
Hey,
Answer. What did you do to my body?
Ooh, how exciting.
I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body? What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, while you guys are enjoying your school life, if you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
see ya later.
See ya. Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but was that the key Celeste gave you? Oh, what's that key that Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to opening one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
Then that means Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's the easiest to miss what's right behind our nose. Well then, we better go and check.
Indeed.
Good idea. We left the courtroom and rushed into the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey,
I'm going in alone from here. Everyone else head back to the dining hall. I'll check with you later.
What?
Why? Why exactly are you going alone?
so...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I meant. Why you? There's still the risk that you're a spy, you know. Oh, there's still a risk that there is a spy. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please let me go. Standing here and arguing is just gonna draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya.
Well then.
Well then, it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay?
Huh?
So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show her just a little backbone. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah.
So then,
We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key from Celeste and had given her and unlocked the locker. And then the locker swung open. We saw it.
You really
Good morning! It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe, thank goodness. We never heard Kyoko so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word, and I stayed quiet the whole time.
So?
Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of case files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait a while longer. So now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerning, for sure. But can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me. What are you trying to do all on your own here at school? Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However,
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know? That makes it even more worried. Oh, that makes me even more worried.
what?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time. You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that,
Indeed.
it's only natural to think that I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No! I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then,
That's fine.
fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see, what I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believed in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my 2 eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action. She saw the spy?!
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. That's... How do you... Oh, I guess when we were discovering the Chihiro murder case, you would see the bathrooms. And in the storage closet there. Away in the back. She said it was in the way of the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko really be right about this? The boys' bathroom. This one? It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about, could it really be hidden here? As she said, it was way in the back of the storage closet. But I mean, seriously? Wait, that kind of looks like a door. I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet. And suddenly, as if I were to be yanked in. Gashonk! At the same time I heard the sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. But what the fuck? I'd fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out, the back of the closet was like a revolving door, and I made my way to the other side. Just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor, there's a storage closet. And in the way on the back of the closet, there's a secret room. So this is a secret room. But what's in here? Okay, hold up. There's only tissues. And the table itself. Okay, let's check the tissues first. There's a bunch of files, and it looks like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at every one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope's Peak Academy student registry? This is the only thing in here that's not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand, but before I had a chance to look at it, Makoma! Oh, a slip of paper fell out of the file, and I turned my attention to it. You must not leave! What's this? You must not leave. That's kind of weird. I could understand it like, I can't leave, but you must not leave? What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them before. Somewhere. But I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? FUCK! Ah! A strange sound rang through my head. It felt like shaking my brain back and forth. And then, darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I don't know how long it had been. Ow. Apparently, something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull throbbing pain in my head proved that much at least. Oh, fuck. It's just a normal desk with normal drawers. But the books are gone. An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty. Gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? My brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across my body. For now, I should get going back to my room. Get some rest. Holy, I wasn't killed? My body was heavy with pain. My mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room. Somehow I made it back to the first floor of the school. The further I walked, the more I felt things were getting blurry. Can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing there. And after that... As if from a vast distance, I heard a sound. It was faint, but undeniable. That sound. It's coming from the gym? I can still move! I desperately hauled my shaky frame towards the gym. The sound got stronger and stronger. What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here, in the gym? Fuck. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sound's coming from inside. Meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Kachank biak. Huh? What the heck? Before me, there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
Socrates the spy? The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
What? Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What? What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be the mastermind spy is... What the heck? What? I received the Super Robo Justice present. Is there anyone who would want that? Yeah, maybe I should give it the hero for flashbacks, you know, just for fun. Wow, that was Socrates the spy? I could have never seen that. And who? Was it Kyoko that betrayed me? Was she the one that hit me in the back of the head? What's going on? Okay, that's gonna stop our Danganronpa run. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I I guess we'll continue with what I assume is going to be chapter 4 in the next episode. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, see ya.